Did the Yankees let a talent slip away that could shine for their rival? The New York Yankees knew they needed to revamp their bullpen for 2025. Last season ended in frustration, and if the team wants to get back in the title race, strengthening that part of the roster was essential. But in the midst of these changes, a promising name ended up slipping through the cracks. Nick Burdi, a pitcher with undeniable talent but a complicated history, could now become an important piece. On the other side of the rivalry, Burdi's story is one of potential, bad luck, and many twists and turns. He was selected in the second round of the 2014 draft by the Minnesota Twins and always had a powerful arm, capable of reaching impressive velocities. But his career was practically defined by injuries. 2 Tommy John surgeries severely limited his playing time and put his future in jeopardy more than once. Still, the Yankees decided to take a chance. They signed Burdi to a minor league contract before last season, hoping he could regain his form and become a surprise weapon for the bullpen. And at the start of 2024, it looked like this was one of the best moves of the offseason. Burdi impressed right away. In his first 7 appearances, he didn't allow a single run and struck out 8 batters in just 6.1 innings. For a player who had faced so many setbacks, that performance was a complete shock. Had the Yankees found a dominant reliever without spending much? The fans started getting excited. Manager Aaron Boone showed confidence in him, and there was a growing sense that Burdi could be one of the steals of the year. But then, everything fell apart. The injury curse that had haunted his career came back in full force. In mid-April, a hip inflammation landed him on the injured list for 15 days. It didn't seem too serious, and he managed to return on May 10th. But just 5 games later, the issue flared up again. And this time, it was the final blow. With recurring hip pain, Burdi was placed back on the IL, and any hope of him having a lasting impact in New York vanished. The Yankees, who had invested their trust in him, had no choice but to designate him for assignment in September. No team claimed him off waivers, and he ended up in AAA. Without a clear path to the major league roster, he opted for free agency in October, and that's where the story gets even more interesting. According to Chris Cotillo of Mass Live, the Boston Red Sox have decided to give Burdi another shot, signing him to a minor league contract. At first, he didn't receive an invite to MLB spring training, meaning he'll likely start the year in the minors. But if he stays healthy and shows the potential the Yankees once saw in him, he could very well end up facing his former team in 2025. And if there's one thing baseball loves, it's revenge stories. Imagine the scene: Burdi on the mound, facing the Yankees at Fenway Park, trying to prove they were wrong to give up on him. This kind of thing has happened so many times in the history of the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, and it wouldn't be surprising if it happened again. So now, the big question is, were the Yankees too quick to give up on Burdi? Will he finally have a healthy season and showcase his full potential? Or was his brief success just a small flash before injuries derail his career again? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on the Yankees and MLB. And if you want to check out more about the biggest off-season moves, there's a video here that you can't miss.